think we'll have $1 trillion cryptocurrency, so we'll actually have the market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies be over $1 trillion.
Welcome guys, here I have a legend sitting beside me. Can you first please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Charles Hoskinson, the Chief Executive Officer of Input Output.
During these years in the crypto space that you have been everywhere, everybody's been talking about you. So can you just tell me a little bit about your background, because my viewers are kind of the early stage adopters of crypto.
So I've been in the cryptocurrency space for 7 years. I started in the education side of the space with the Bitcoin Education Project, and the goal there was to create free open source content, Creative Commons content to bring people into the cryptocurrency space. On the back of that, I started 3 different companies. The first was Invictus Innovations. I did that with Dan Larimer. We're known for BitShares, and then Dan went on to create Steam and EOS. Then I created Ethereum with Vitalik Buterin and several other founders, and that's the one I'm generally known for.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I went on, and the last 4 years I've been working at Input Output Hong Kong, and we're basically a research and development company, and we focus on the science of cryptocurrencies, and we also build cryptocurrencies.
Okay, yeah. Super.
And the one we built is Cardano.
Amazing, thank you for that introduction. Also, I wanted to check, you've been here now the first day at the Crypto Summit. What do you think about the crypto atmosphere here in Switzerland?
Well, I'm a little biased because Ethereum kind of created Crypto Valley. We were the very first major cryptocurrency company to come, along with Zappo and a few others, and that formed the backbone, which eventually grew into a very large industry relative to the global movement. There are several hundred cryptocurrency businesses here in Switzerland, and the ecosystem has really become quite prominent, and billions of dollars of capital and lots of engineers and lots of scientists. So I think Switzerland's just a wonderful place. It's got a very libertarian culture. It's a very federated country. It's not centralized, so it kind of gets what we're trying to do, and the business environment is good enough that you can actually make things happen. What's nice about Switzerland is that you have the agility of a small country, but you have kind of a traditional business environment, which is somewhat conservative and well respected globally. So if a Swiss regulator says something, it actually means something, as opposed to, let's say, a regulator from Bermuda or Barbados, and they say, oh, well, that's just Caribbean. They are always willing to do that. When you get some, like a FINMA ruling in Switzerland, people in the EU take that seriously as the US regulators.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to move quickly, but move quickly with certainty and global recognition. And that's Switzerland's one of the few jurisdictions in the world that can provide cryptocurrency businesses that level of certainty.
Yeah, and that way I've seen like the Crypto Valley that you founded here. I mean, everybody is talking about it, and we have a lot of clients here as well that Switzerland is the hub of Europe right now within the crypto space. However, we've also seen a lot of difficulties in the last year where regulation have kind of calmed down the markets. What do you think about that?
Well, that's necessary. I mean, there was just too much money raised, and there was a lot of people who came from outside of Switzerland into Switzerland, and they were just viewing it like they would the Cayman Islands or Seychelles, and the Swiss regulators and the Swiss business environment's not set up for that. They say, look, if you come here, you have to be a member of our business community. We're not in the business of just setting up a shingle and saying, thanks for coming, thanks for the money, go away. So what happened was that there was a kind of a retooling of the industry in a sense, and people being reminded that once they set up foundations here, they do have fiduciary obligations, they do have to have substance in the jurisdiction, and they do have to follow Swiss law and Swiss regulations. So these young entrepreneurs they're starting to understand that, and I think they're being brought into sync. But it's still a great business environment. Within a few weeks you can get a tax ruling. The tax rates are quite low and quite competitive. It's incredibly easy to get into Switzerland. There's a direct flight from Colorado to Zurich, so it's a long flight. But, so it's easy to get here, and the talent's world class. So I think the trade-offs are worth the experience.
Yeah, thank you for that. Also, I wanted to ask, now we are ending 2018. What are the things that you predict and want to see in 2019?
I think we'll have $1 trillion cryptocurrency, so we'll actually have the market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies be over $1 trillion. I think STOs will start getting prominent, and we're going to see broker-dealers appear in our space, and trading of tokens as securities is going to become the next big thing. I think the first generation of sharding technology is going to work its way into major platforms like Ethereum and Cardano and others. So in terms of user experience, performance, market quality, regulatory quality, everything is going to be dramatically better in 2019 than it is in 2018. And it'll bring a next wave of investors into the space and the next wave of ventures into the space. So our best days are ahead of us, and it's going to be a fun wave to ride.
Really like that answer. One thing I have to ask though, what do you think will disappear in 2019?
Well, I think anybody who's raised massive sums of money off of very dubious claims like the BitConnects of the world or other certain ventures that have raised, particularly in the case of some billions, they're going to have a lot of trouble in 2019 because when this new regulatory scheme comes into play, they're going to be faced with a delegitimization of what they did, their platform, and the people associated with the system. So a lot of that fast, loose money that came in 2017, I think 2019 and beyond is going to be the time period where people pay the back tax on it. They pay the kind of the price of that capital, and they deal with the consequences of it. So that's going to be real tough for a lot of people in Spain. And some people will disappear. The ICO, the way it was used throughout 2017, is also going to disappear. There's still going to be ICOs in addition to STOs, but they're going to be of a different animal, and there's going to be more conservatism in the investments that occur.
May I ask you, do you think it will be a bull market soon? Because that's what everybody's asking for.
I don't know. I mean, if I could predict the markets, I'd be a trader instead of a player, right? So I'd stay out of that.
We skip that question. Skip that question. I appreciate your time.
I coughed into my hand, so...
okay. I will just do one of these.
Fist bump.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Thank you very much. And where can they follow you if on social media?
IOHK_Charles. That's my Twitter feed.
Perfect. Go and do that, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon.
Cheers.